What is up, guys? So today I'm reviewing my Powerslide Next Arctic Grey skates, which I have since last November. So it's been a while, and my journey with them was not going that well. And as you can already see, and maybe you saw in the footage, I had a different frame. I had 3x110 frame with these wheels, which is now on my wife's Powerslide Hardcore Evo Trinity Pro skates. They have very long names. So why did I change the frames? I changed the frames not because the size of the wheels, but because the length of the frame. As you can see, the black frame it's 243 length, and this is 275. My foot size is 44-45, and the sizing of Powerslide skates is exactly the same. It's 44-45 EU or 10-11 US, 9-10 UK. So in my experience, 243 millimeter frame is a little bit too short for a comfortable ride, for slides, for jumps, for landings. It's doable, and simply I didn't like it that much. Let's compare with other skates, the length of the frame. If I take that 3x110 and check out this base, so my ANs, my USD ANs have longer base than these 3x110. These are my USD 7s, have actually longer base than 3x110. And even my son's Featherlight 3 medium skate. Okay, so Featherlight 3 medium is about the same length. So what I want to say, if your boot size is like up to 43, then you can actually ride on 3x110 frame. But if you're going into 44, 45 sizes, I definitely recommend you to get the skates with 4x90 or 3x125 and not go with 3x110 unless you really like short frames. They come in the same size on all boots, and I don't think that's the same feeling when you have a larger foot. I would rather go 4x90. I don't feel that I lose that much speed. I still can go over different surfaces, all of the surfaces I need in the riding in the city, and it's just so much more stable and so much more fun. So I had to replace the frame. Now this frame is, as I said, 275. It is actually a machined, not extruded frame. It was one of the prototype frames for the Powerslide Ego SL skates. I think these frames now come extruded on Powerslide Next Pro 4x90. I have hydrogen wheels, 4x90 millimeters, and I really like it. Now let's go to the boot. So the boot is hard plastic shell, and I don't know if you can see it here, but I had to punch it out on the side right here, and also on the side right here with the help of a heat gun. Otherwise, my feet were squeezed around this place here and also from the inside. So I have plenty of space in the toe box. So toe box is pretty wide, and also lengthwise I have enough space, but widthwise, just before it gets to the narrow part right here, I have a lot of pressure, and the longer I ride, the more painful it gets. Now when I try to punch out the hole, you can see that the skate is cracking a little bit at that place because there is a connection joint here of two plastic parts. So I will have to fill it in, but I will have to punch out the left one even more because despite I punched it out, it's not enough. I will need to do more. The cuff has adjustable height. I have it at the top position. I really like to get as much support as I can. I tried different liners. When I tried to solve the pressure point issue, nothing was really helping me. So Now I still have the My Fit Recall liners, which are very similar to the Fat Boys. I'm not sure what the difference between them. I also tried changing different shock absorbers, but I keep the original one, which came with the skates. And I tried to skate both. I can get it out. So there is this thick pad, which is like 5 millimeters thick, which is inside of the skate. And I tried skating without it, hoping that this would help me to solve the pressure issue. But the pressure was actually, the more my foot goes to the bottom, the more pressure it is, because the skate goes narrow like this. So I think this thick pad is good for me, so I'm keeping that, and I'm also keeping the shock absorber. This is one of the reasons why I like these skates, because I like doing jumps, and I appreciate having a shock absorber inside my skate. I lace through my liners, as I said, to get as much support as I can, and that works. So kind of these skates now work for me. What else can I say? So I'm learning now, relearning the slides. They're not always going as good as I would like to, but I'm getting there. And I absolutely love 4x90 setup. So all in all, the skates are okay in width at my heel, too narrow here in the middle, and too wide here up front. So, you know, it's kind of I would say I need a different skate, but when I punched it out, it's kind of doing the job. So I guess I'll keep them and try riding them with 4x90. I don't know if I ever go back to 3x110. 110mm wheels that came with the skates were performing pretty well. I have no complaints whatsoever. All in all, I'm really impressed with free skating. I don't know if I can tell the same about the skates that I have. So the boots are a little bit too narrow, while my toes have a little bit too much space. I like the fact that they have shock absorber, and I'm not aware if other free skates possess the shock absorbers. I also like the fact that these boots are with the Trinity mount. I just like how it feels, either with 110 wheels or 4x90. What I'm really impressed is with this frame. 4x90, it's a fantastic riding experience. I really like the skate for my 45 size boot. I had to punch out the boots so that my feet fill in, and I had to replace the frames because 3x110 is good for shorter feet, but it's a little bit too short frame for me. Would I recommend buying them? I think yes, especially if you have a smaller foot, both narrower, and if you are up to size 43, you can get 3x110, or you can take the 4x90 version if that fits your feet very well. Thank you all for watching, stay safe there, and see you in the next one.